Hey guys, welcome to the HeroClix Cafe Friday Night Live with Howard Brock. It has been a day. I know tomorrow's the 13th. Today's been my 13th. It's just been chaotic all day long, all the way up until doing this. So you guys get to listen to my day. I woke up at 9 o'clock this morning, immediately finding something wrong in my bank, having to deal with that for 2 to 3 hours, and then I had shipments coming in from hey George, I had shipments coming in for the pre-release tonight in Magic, and for some HeroClix stuff, including the stuff I'm opening up tonight. So I've got a fresh case straight from the warehouse, hoping that there's a Kevin in there. We'll talk about Kevin in just a minute. And I also had some Pokemon, and some One Piece came in. The One Piece was probably the thing that I needed the most because it's selling like hotcakes. And I sold all my One Piece as soon as we posted that we had it and let people know. Within 2 hours, all the One Piece was gone. Thousands of dollars just went poof, just like that. Which that's a good thing. But then I had to deal with that. Then I had an employee that was quitting, and I had to deal with that and try to and then I had somebody wanting to hire a job because she was wanted to be hired, an ex-employee, because she quit her job because she got mad because somebody at her job stole a bunch of money from her. And anyway, then from there to I had an appointment at 11 o'clock, and I had a good friend get mad at me because he and I was supposed to go do something, and I couldn't do it because I was trying to deal with problems. And then from that to other things, it took most of the day. Had to chase UPS down and pay them their money because we had a delay in getting our money to pay for our product today. And then I had to run to Sam's and buy stuff and get back, load that stuff up, deal with all the crap, and rushed home. Or just before I rushed home, my phone died as somebody was texting me, and had to charge it up. And then I was wanting to cancel YouTube TV. I took the free trial on YouTube TV about a week or so ago, and it's a good service. There's nothing wrong with YouTube TV. But I've already got Fubo. And Fubo and YouTube are basically the same thing. They have the same stuff, except I think that outside of NFL Sunday Ticket, which I'm not going to pay for because I think it's too much, but outside of that, I believe that Fubo has got a better sports package for about the same price. And I've had Fubo for a while, so I decided to keep it. So I called YouTube up, and they couldn't find my account. And I kept saying, hey, look, I got a live stream here in a few minutes. I got to go. Barely got off the phone, straight to here. Yeah, it's been a fun day. So anyway, I've ranted and I raved, and you got to hear it if you're here, and I'm going to let that go now, and we're going to jump on to other fun and exciting things. So a good part of the week I've been working on prizing for the rock tournament, and I can tell you now that is finalized. I'm ready to publish it. We will publish it tomorrow. We could have published it today. We chose not to publish it. Now, there's two things that are happening. Alex Coos it was rough. Alex Coos is doing our website, and it was down for a few days. I think he's got it back up, but he's still doing things. As soon as sometime tomorrow, all of the prizing will be posted there. But I also sometime tomorrow, I'll actually have to schedule this because Saturday and Sunday, which is another thing I have to deal with today, trying to get all that straight and ready to go. I'm going to be at a convention. I'm at Aaron, who I don't know if he's here yet, but Aaron has come down and he's running HeroClix. We're side by side. So he's running HeroClix as a demo. I'm actually running Learn to Play Lorcana, and the stores we're doing Star Wars Unlimited, Magic, and we're doing Lorcana. So I'm doing the Lorcana part. I know how to play all. I don't. Magic is the one I know the least. I've tried to play it. I understand it, but Magic just doesn't interest me. HeroClix is my main game. I love Lorcana. Star Wars Unlimited is also a great game. So we'll be there. We're doing teaching people how to play and so on and so forth. Over the weekend out at Huntsville Pop and Comic Huntsville Pop and Comic Convention, which has grown every year. So they're actually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They have a lot of good guests out there. I can't tell you who's there other than they always have good guests. I'm just really busy. I think Aaron is actually out there tonight. If he does join us, he can tell you who all he's seeing and stuff like that. All right, Grace. Good. We like new people. I always like new people. If you ever, I don't know, where are you located at, Grace? Where do you live at? What city, town? Um, anyway, Virginia. Okay. Well, you're not too far away. I've been through Virginia quite a bit. Um, Depending on what side of Virginia you're on, it's not too far away. It could, if you're on the east side, it's a pretty good drive to Huntsville. Outside of Virginia Beach, I've stayed at Virginia Beach many times. I like Virginia Beach. Um, Been to some pretty cool places there. Anyway, back to HeroClix. I hope if you've been following us that you'll be coming to the Rock Cup, and that starts. We'll be. This past Wednesday was 3 weeks, so we're 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks now away from the start of Rock Cup. We're about to announce all the prizing. The only reason we have not done that, one, I spent all week, and I mean, all right. So first of all, I say this every year, and I'm going to say it again. Our prizing is the best it ever has been in any HeroClix event ever, and I say that last year, and now we have beat last year. We have more prizing, better prizing than we did last year. Last year we had better prizing than the year before. And when I'm stating what I'm stating, I am comparing ourselves to worlds, to nationals, to anywhere in the world, any other event that I've been associated with, any event that I've ever run on Rock, any Rock Cup, any World Championship. We have the best prizing that you have ever seen. And we're prizing deep, and we're prizing a lot, and we're prizing with good stuff. We're prizing with stuff that nobody's ever seen before. We will be playing with sets that nobody has ever seen before. We will have things that have not been released before. We will have the stuff. We'll be running our auction on Saturday night. We'll be putting things in that we've never offered before, that WizKids has never offered before. It is the best 4 or 5 days in HeroClix gaming that there is, in my opinion. We will be running it starting Wednesday night with the welcome event and ending on Sunday with the World Championship. We'll be giving out cash for the World Championship. We'll be giving out prizing for the World Championship. We have three fellowships that we'll be giving out, and the fellowship prizing is bring your truck. You need a truck to take home your prizing if you win fellowship. Bring your truck. We have so much stuff. There's 2 or 3 hotels. Scott Porter stays at the Hyatt Hilton. I have a lot of people staying at the DoubleTree, and there's 2 more hotels to choose from right beside us. This will be the best HeroClix event that you have ever been to. We have people flying in from all over the world. Scott will be there. He'll be signing stuff. I'll be there, of course, all weekend. We have food. We'll be opening up late. It's not a better HeroClix event that you've ever been to than this one that happens in 3 weeks. And this is by far the best one that we've ever had. Now, if you go to the Rock site, George, I think it's up right now. In fact, I'll look. If you go to the Rock site and you click the Rock Cup tab at the top, or if you're on your phone, if you click on the menu and you go to the Rock Cup, it's got info in there about the hotels, the numbers to call, and everything else that are near to us that we recommend. And I like the Hilton Garden a lot. It's cheaper. It's the cheaper version of all those hotels. They're all Hilton hotels. Every one of them are owned by Hilton or a Hilton hotel. But But I like the Hilton Garden. I like the space and stuff. I mean, the DoubleTree is the biggest of the ones, and they have a restaurant inside, and you get your free cookies and all that kind of stuff. But the Hilton Garden has food and stuff there too. Although you don't need it because you can just come down to Lucky Dice Cafe. But if you want breakfast or something before you come down, all of those hotels do have it. Let's see. Let's go to. See if it's up right now. I'm not. I can't say it is or isn't. I know it was earlier. Alex has been working on it all week, and hold on. There it is. I usually don't log in from this computer. I've got the computer. This is not my computer. I keep this one down in my game room, just to live stream with, and I'm on the site right now. And if I click the menu and I go to Rock Cup and click that, it is up. If you go there, you'll see all their information. The pricing will be there soon. It'll be there sometime tomorrow. And you can scroll down and venue hotels at the top. You just click that and all the venue hotels, including a picture of us. Hampton Inn, Huntsville, DoubleTree, and the Hilton Garden is the first one that is on there. That's we recommend all of those. Those are all good hotels. And again, like I said, Scott stays at the Hilton Garden. And if it's good enough for him, it should be good enough for you. Which sandwich is the famous sandwich? Our famous sandwich is the world famous chicken sandwich that we have. It's called the Phoenix. And the Phoenix is our world famous. And then what that is, it's a chicken bacon ranch. You have the Jean Grey, or you can have the Phoenix. So the Jean Grey is without hot sauce or buffalo sauce, and the Phoenix is with buffalo sauce, if that makes any sense. So it's the same sandwich except one has buffalo sauce and one doesn't. And so we do have the famous sandwiches, and we do have barbecue there right now. And we have ice cream, we have shakes, all the good stuff. All the good stuff in life is at the cafe. So we're looking forward to showing the cafe off and everybody coming down and having a good time. People that come and eat our food when they get ready to come back, they are always talking about how excited they are to get their sandwich and stuff again. So we'll have that. So if you guys can make it, come down and have a Phoenix or have a Jean Grey. We do have other things to choose from. We also carry really good pizza and mozzarella sticks. We have some of the best tamales that you ever had in your life, and we do a lot of different things. And our food is always good. And like I said, we have premium ice cream that you can buy that's got really, really nice flavors in it. And we also have our regular ice cream. Back to Rock, the pricing is settled. It took me a long time to it took me 2 or 3 days because I had to pull the stuff from Rock, the spreadsheet that WizKids sent me, and the spreadsheet I had stuff that was specific, that they gave me specific for each tournament, and then I also had stuff that was loose that we could basically put where we wanted. And then I had stuff that was coming from Scott, and I had to put all of that together and decide what goes to the auction, what goes to this tournament, to balance it out. And I did that, and it took me a few days, but I got through with it. And then after I did that, I had to go over it with WizKids, and then I had to go over it with Scott. Adjustments were made here or there, but nothing major. What I put together, I would say, was probably 98% accurate, and Scott and I changed 2% of it, things that he wanted done a little bit different. He wanted to make sure this guy got that for fellowship, this went to the auction, this much stuff was in this particular thing, but really we did very little editing, and he was very pleased with what I showed him, and he was extremely pleased with what we ended up with. He will be live streaming tomorrow. The reason and that's what I was getting to, is I wished Aaron was here because I don't remember the time that he's streaming tomorrow, but sometime tomorrow he's doing a live stream with V. Now, those that have watched his stuff in the past, they know who V is. She's a redhead that used to work for WizKids, but she comes back specifically to, is it 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow? Hey, Jameson, how you doing? Now, Jameson, guys, so for you guys to know who that is, Jameson is coming down also, and he is representing Huntington's Disease Foundation of America. So he's coming down. So, I've talked to him for years on the phone and by email. We've never met in person, so this is going to be our first opportunity to meet each other. And we've had really good conversations, and I think he's as excited coming to visit us as we are for him to come here. So anyways, James is telling me at 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow that there's a live stream. After the live stream, we will post all of the prizing that you can look at. I'll go straight on the Rock page, and I'll do a copy and paste of what I've got, showing all the prizing. And then Alex is working, might even be working on it right now, putting all the prizing up that I've given him, and he's ready as soon as Scott's done to hit the little button. And Scott's also been doing his unboxing for Deadpool, and I know I personally have not been able to watch any of those unboxings because I've been so busy. But I do know that he's been talking about the Rock Cup in Huntington's profusely, and some of the stuff that we're going to have, and I'm relatively sure that he's also shown some of the stuff already that's coming up. But because I don't know exactly what he's done, I'm very limited to what I can talk about. I can talk about some things, like this is going to be the very first year that in the auction itself for Huntington's that Rock is letting somebody bid on design a map. Now that's something we've always reserved and still do. If you win the Rock Cup, either as a team or as a singles, as a world champion for Silver Age, one of the prizes are that you get to design a map. So for the very first time ever, we are offering people to bid and be able to design a map. So that's something. That's right. That Miles just said something, and I didn't know he had confirmed that yet. But now that I know that he did, I can talk about it a little bit more. We will have Deadpool. Deadpool Weapon X will be our sealed product for Friday night. That is we're having a pre-release, meaning it's the first time ever. Now we have enough product. I believe don't quote me on this, but I believe it's 120 players. We have enough for 120 players. We kind of we may exceed that. Now, how does all that work? Well, we only have enough for 120 players, but we also have Disney Next. And so if we go over the top and we have more than that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get 1 and 1. Also mulligans. We are gonna allow mulligans like we do every year, and we'll sell them until we're out. So if we end up, let's just hypothetically say we have 80 players, okay? That means that we will have enough product for 80, and there'd be enough for 40 left over for 40 mulligans. When the mulligan, we'll do a first call, we'll do a second call until nobody wants anything. But if on a mulligan, what you're allowed to do is you keep your boosters, but you cannot play with the first 2 boosters. You go and get 2 new boosters, and you use those play pieces instead. So it's a little risky. I mean, if you pulled real bad, I understand that, but I've also seen people that well, this is okay, I think I can do better, and end up worse. So you have to be careful there. Now, if we end up doing Disney/Deadpool, which we have enough product and by doing it that way for 240 people. If we do that, then the mulligan rule would still be in place. So if we had 100 people playing, or actually we would have to exceed 120 for us to be able to split it up like that. If that happens, then what we will do is we will take it and mulligan the same way. You'll go back and you'll take a Deadpool and a Disney, and you'll get 2 new boosters, one each. You do not. You can buy all your tickets there. Where actually, I prefer not to pre-sell. I know I know that sounds crazy, but the reason that I do it that way, I don't pre-register. I don't pre-sell. I purposely do it that way because it's easier for me to keep up with everything and who's there. For example, I've got 200 people. I go and have 30 or 40 people go on the win and they sign up. Well, I don't know that you're there or you're not there. Even if I have a registration sheet, I have to take that registration sheet and then I got to go bounce it against who's there. Okay, so the way I do it is when you show up, you pay and register at the same time. So you come to the table, I register you and take your money at the same time and you're good to go. That way I have an accurate number and I know whoever is there is actually there, and it makes it's faster. It's I've done this many times, and it's the quickest and fastest way to get it done, and easiest way to keep it up. We'll have a separate table just for registration. Anthony wants to know, are we going to have pairings each round posted online like Worlds did? Anthony, if that's not my program, that's something that Norm, which you know, did for WizKids, and if that's something that we can do, we will do. Where players can just check it themselves. I like that idea. I don't know that we'll have that capability. That being said, we've always run a little bit smoother than most places do. Not that we haven't had hiccups also, but generally we're faster than I've seen other tournaments. We do a fast turnaround, and we do that because we get the scores in there. We put the scores in fast, and I like within 5 or 10 minutes of round one of a round ending to have everybody have the new pairings back up, and I'm also anybody that's played in any of my tournaments also know that I don't give you 30 minutes to put your pieces on the table. There are some players are slower than others. I realize that you have a lot of things right now, but you need when we call out that it's time to play, or when it's go get set up, you need to go get set up. I'm going to give you a reasonable amount of time, like 5 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes to sit down, get set up, talk to your opponent, and get going, and then we're going to call start. And if you have not got everything set up already, that doesn't mean all that means is you set up and then you play. You just are losing some playing time. We have to do it that way. We have a tight schedule. We can't have long periods of time between rounds and drag the thing out all day. So most people, though, it's not so bad to the point when I'm telling you this. It doesn't mean that I'm a drill sergeant and that you better get ready or else. I'm just telling you that we move along. People generally adjust to me or adjust to our tournaments, and they start getting ready quicker. Let's see. All right, that's all the questions I got right now. So again, some of the prizing that I can tell you about, I know that I will tell you the names of some of the maps. I'm not going to tell you Scott's. I don't think Scott's revealed his yet, so I'm not going to tell you that. But the team map that's being released, I'm not going to spoil Scott's map. But the team map that's being released this year, let's see if I can remember the name right. It's called Brock Major or Major. Oh, it's Major Brock Bunker. Now, what is that? Why that name? Well, one, my son was one of the designers, so that's the Brock part. The Major is J Major and Jalen Major, so it's Major Brock Bunker. So obviously it's some kind of bunker. The other map was designed. My son is the defending Silver Age World Champion, and he got to design a map also, and his map is the Brockster. It's the Brockstar. It's the Brockstar. It's a concert hall. It was called Brockstar or something like that. But it is a concert hall. I don't remember the name right on top of my head. But I glanced at the maps. I haven't looked at them in detail. I know Scott's got a map coming, and again, I'm not going to spoil that, but it is a very cool map, and that map is going to be. It will be the second map in the history of rock that has something that no other maps have. I will leave it at that. So it's going to be different. Um, and let's see, what else can I tell you? Again, the pricing will be up. The auction, I can't believe some of the stuff that we're putting in the auction. Once again, Gamer Mats is donating stuff for prizing. We will have the not the coffee mugs, but the drink cups or whatever. They'll be up with the Huntington logo on there. We'll also, and they're also donating some maps. I don't know what maps they are yet. I do know that we will have. I took WizKids. I asked them to give me the 3D the 3D files for the Scott Porter figures. So, for the Scott Porter figures, if you play in the Scott Porter versus the World Tournament, you're going to have a figure about yay tall, and that's going to be the trophy. So you're going to have it. It's going to be a full size, a Scott Porter sized trophy about that tall on a base, and it'd be painted gold. For the teams event, the whoever wins teams will also get the Scott Porter trophies. So we're giving out 4 of those for the Memorial Tournament. Again on Thursday, on a welcome event on Wednesday night. A few years ago, Scott Crampton specifically got together with some players, and that used to just be our welcome event, 3 versus 3 fun event. And he approached me and asked me if he could do the trophies that year. I had no idea why, and they dedicated the tournament to my wife. My wife. We lost her a few years ago, and that name of that tournament is the Tracy Memorial. And he brought out trophies that said Tracy Memorial. I followed up last year, as you guys know. I got to design a Switch Clicks, and we used Tracy. So I have a little HeroClix figure with Tracy, and that WizKids did for me. And it's got it's her there in Amazonian garb, which is really Wonder Woman, because she was my Wonder Woman. And so we have a little miniature of her. So I took that file also and blew it up last year, and we have we have Tracy trophies that we give out on the 3rd. The auction just ended, so I'll start cracking bricks in just a second. But anyway, we're going to give out Tracy Memorial little trophies about that tall with Tracy. They'll also be painted gold for our event on Wednesday night. And last but not least, and I'm going to switch over to the auction, is that we will be so I'm reading something from Jameson right now. It says, for your info from the WizKids UTIP, Scott Porter and V's Muse are back to chat about the history of the incredible event and what everyone can expect for this year. April 13th, 3 p.m., 6 p.m. So it's 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Pacific time, Eastern time here. So I think what James is saying, that it's 6 p.m. Pacific time, and it's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern time. So my time, it's going to be 4 p.m. Central time. So 3 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. Oh, you're right. It's 3 p.m. Pacific, and it's 6 p.m. Eastern. I did that backwards. And 5 p.m. Central time. That's right. So that's going to be, that's tomorrow. So all this stuff, he'll be going over a lot of stuff that I haven't covered and revealing and talking about all the pricing. And then after that, we will post where you guys can take and actually look at the pricing and slowly and digest it and shake your head like, I can't believe they're giving away this much stuff, and this stuff is so cool. You're literally going to feel that way. All right. So the other thing, one more thing, which I've already talked about. The other thing that we're doing in the auction is I've also took those same things and I made some even bigger Scott Porters, and they're going to be about that tall. And we're actually having, and they're going to be on a base. and the base is made special. And on that Scott Porter, we got 2 of them, and we're hand painting them to match up with the HeroClix figures. And then on the base, there's going to be a small circle where the actual HeroClix figure, the Scott Porter HeroClix figure, can go. And so you'll get a giant figure that you can put wherever you want, with a smaller place for the smaller figure to go, and that will be signed by Scott. So that's something else that will be in the auction that's really cool, something different this year that we've never done before, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much stuff that WizKids has given us. We expect a huge turnout. We expect the biggest turnout we've ever had for the Cup, and we expect to raise the biggest amount of money that we've ever raised for Huntington's. So you guys make sure you tune in. We're less than 3 weeks away from starting. This is Friday night. We will have just finished the team event probably. The team event is 3 weeks from now, and we will just be finishing it up on that Friday night. And then the sealed event is on Saturday. Saturday night is the auction, and that we will be doing live from the cafe. Scott and I will be sitting there, and we'll be watching on the TV as everything is being bid on. And we will also again do a live auction. We have some special stuff for just the people that are there. After the regular auction ends, we will do a live auction for people that want to still purchase stuff that are just there and they're able to walk away with it. Oh man, Jameson, I'm grateful to you that we're in this. We're in this to find a cure. We're in this to help families. As long as Scott will have me, I will be doing this with him, and we will be raising money for the cause. And I don't know what the future holds, but as long as he wants me, and as long as we can do this, we will be doing this. We'll be doing this year after year after year. And I would like to live long enough to see the cure. That's what. And I told Scott. Now, for those that don't know it, Scott's wife does have Huntington's disease, and she is just now starting to show some of the symptoms. Just now, but it's very mild. But she is showing some of the symptoms, and what we want to do is we want to find a cure. We want to find a cure that cures her that before it gets bad. That's what we want to do, and that was my goal when I talked to Scott. Of course, in that time period, I lost my own wife, and when I started doing this, that didn't even occur to me. My wife died from cancer, so people are always asking, why don't you do cancer? Why don't you do something? Well, number one, cancer has a lot of support out there. Huntington's doesn't have as much support out there, and I began on this quest with Scott for Huntington's before my wife died, and she was involved in it too. And Scott didn't get to meet Tracy. We had lots of conversations on the phone, but he never got to meet her in person. She passed away, and it was kind of shocking to all of us before you could come down to the first Cup. So anyway, let's do what we came here for. I know some of you guys like to listen to me talk. Some of you guys wish I would just shut up. But right now, let's open up some bricks. And now, I said I was going to talk about Kevin. This is good enough time as any to talk about Kevin. If you have been reading the stuff, if you've been reading about Kevin, you know that there's not very many Kevins in the world that's coming out of these sets, the Ultra Tapes. You also know that we're seeing him sell the ones that do pop up for $800 to $1,500. So if you pull a Kevin, you kind of struck gold at this moment. Now, eventually, I think the price will go down a little bit because people will start getting more out there. Now, what WizKids has come out and said is that they were put into bricks, but some reason that what occurred was that the cases were, this is what happened. The pallets with the cases were put in the back of the warehouse, not mixed in with all the front. So there's going to be a heavy end, a heavier, a heavier amount of Kevins coming in as we go through and get into the set and buying them, and they are popping up in Chase retail boosters. I think that disbursement has worked just fine, but right now we haven't been seeing anymore. We have been told that there is an extreme high probability that we are going to have Kevins in the bricks for next phase that we're getting for the cup. We will be doing. I'm doing battle royals. Actually, we're doing hard rocks, and they're like a battle royal. So we have what we call as a hard rock, and we also have rock and rolls. Rock and rolls is just a battle royal. Hard rock is a constructed single elimination tournament in pods of 8. So you can bring your team and play in that, and you get points. You also have to play to participate. In the sealed tournament, the battle royals, we'll be doing next phase and notorious. We'll have more next phase and notorious, but we will have a notorious available, and there's a higher probability of pulling a Kevin in these battle royals / rock and rolls. So be looking for that to happen, and also, so I'm anticipating some Kevins popping up at the cup, just based on what I've been told and I'm not guaranteeing it, but I mean, I think there's a very, very high probability of seeing some Kevins rock week. So be ready for that. I just ordered this today. This came from GTS, and they're starting. Now I don't know if these were in the. I don't know if GTS if the Kevins are in the back of GTS, or the back of Alliance, the back of the WizKids warehouse, which I think they use Diamond and some other places. I don't know where they're supposed to be, but I do know that GTS was selling down on Disney Next because I was talking to them about buying for the cup, but I'm actually buying straight from WizKids instead for the Battle Royals. And I'm told that, so anyways, this is getting on the tail end. We might pull a Kevin tonight, is my point. This is brand new, straight off the truck today. This isn't something that's been sitting on my shelf. I had to reorder. Let's hope we get lucky. Let's hope we pull a Kevin. I hope I do it on camera. I'll be excited. Of course, you're never going to get it because it's going to get lost in the mail when we deliver something to wherever it is, and it might just stay in Huntsville, Alabama. But I'm kidding. I want to see a Kevin. Kevin is so rare that I don't even have a picture of Kevin yet for my files for my online store. So I'm very. If I pull your Kevin, I am taking a picture of it first before it gets sent to you. I'm going to take a picture of it just so I can have a file of it. So if I ever get another one again, I can list it because I need that picture. Not to mention, I will be showing the picture next week of like, hey guys, you should have been here. You could have got a Kevin. And we will also become a very popular stream that people watching gets to see the Kevin pull. So let's pull a Kevin, guy. Everybody be focused. Let's pull Kevin. I don't care who wins. Just I want to pull a Kevin. So let me get these out there, and then we'll add some stuff to the bounty pile. Now, if you guys have been following us, you know our bounty pile has built up quite a bit. It's huge, in fact. It's so huge that it doesn't even fit in my. Usually, I put everything in this, and it overfloweth. So that's all this stuff is the bounty pile. There's tarot cards, there's super rares, there's LEs, there's team up cards, a little bit of everything. It's overflowed. It's over here on the side. There's convention exclusives in there. There's just all kinds of goodies. And every time that we open up a new brick, we add to it. Now, the way that works is that we open up. When we open up a brick, we name a figure. It's a super rare, not a super rare prime, no chases, but we name a super rare. You guys get to vote on it. before we start. And if we open up that booster, and that booster is a booster that you bought, or if you open up that booster, and you have that name figure in there. For example, let's say we pick out a Kate Bishop Super Rare. If we pick out Kate Bishop Super Rare and I pull it out of your booster, then you win all of this too. And then we start the bounty over with the next brick, or the bounty prizes over with the next brick, and we'll pick another figure. We went now 4 weeks, I think. I think 4 weeks that nobody's won. It seems to be a little harder to win something in this set. Now that's good and bad. The bad is nobody's won. The good is nobody's won. So when somebody does win, they're getting a big pile. So let's go ahead and let's add in some stuff. We'll start. I don't know if I've got anything over here. I've got so much stuff in this. It's getting hard for me to remember. Oh, I don't have that in there. Let's do that one. We're gonna put a convention exclusive. We'll put Orion in there. We'll put that in there. Let's go down here. I've got those in there. Do I have a Daredevil in there? We'll save it. Let's go. See if I can find this guy. I've got 4 or 5 boxes full of stuff that everybody gets to listen to me every week say I'm going to organize this one day, and the day still hasn't come, but one day I will organize all this where I can find it a little bit quicker and not slow us down. I might have to pull this guy back. I'm looking at some legacy figures that I had a lot of. I'm probably going to pull these legacy figures back, guys. Anyway, I didn't know they were in here. Well, I mean, Scott's just been releasing them, so that's interesting. All right, that's good. I'm glad I looked in here real good. So let's see. If somebody would have won some of these last week, they would have got some. They would have got some legacy figures. So we are gonna go to Deadpool and the X-Force, that's what some of the legacies are out of so far. I think they've been Wolverine and the X-Men, Deadpool and the X-Force. I don't know if anything's pulled from anything else but those. So we're gonna do Fenris. Hold on just a second. I hit a button and there it goes. I made my screen giant. Oh wow. There's another legacy. This is another one I'm gonna pull back. So there's a Hell Cow in here. So this Hell Cow is not going to be part of the bounty. I'm going to be pulling the Hell Cow. I'm going to be pulling the legacy figures back. Man. All right, so let's go in here. I'm going to have to go through all this, I guess. That's crazy. Let's see, what do we have over here? And this is the part where I start saying, yeah, I need to organize this. Let's see if I can find that guy. I thought I saw a Professor X Magneto there for a second, but that's not what that was, I think that's another one of the ones that I think may be a legacy card. I had a lot of people buy and sold out. I was able to catch a few of them and raise the prices before, but for the most part, when the legacies come out, people go on eBay and they just buy everything right and left. I got a Rune. Rune comes out of Black Panther and the Illuminati. This one will be quick, I think. Yeah, we'll do a Red Skull. Red Skull's out of Avengers Assemble. Here's some more Deadpool and X-Force. Man, I had gotten recently in a bunch of Deadpool and the X-Force from collections, and a lot of them ended up in here because I had so many of them. But now looks like I need them all back. All right, so here, this guy didn't make it, but it's a shame he didn't because this was a pretty well played figure at one time in the meta. So I've got Bill, Agent of AIM. He is also out of Deadpool. See, we're kind of keeping the theme, I guess, in a way, with the new set coming out. I got one more to pull from over here. So I actually see something that I want to use, but I don't feel like looking for the figure that hard. I want to put this Corvus Glaive in here. Oh, here's one. Let's do that. All right, so this is out of Age of Ultron. It's Goliath. So we'll throw a Goliath in there, and I think that will do it for right now. And let's open up some bricks. We got some boosters, and let's see. We got to name the figures. So all right, guys. So what we're doing is we are going to name the figure. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Let's see. Ryan Redmond. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Cisco. Glad you guys joined in. I hope you were here earlier when I was talking about a lot of stuff. Went over a lot of things, a lot of exciting things. Next week, I'll even be talking about more of them because next week we will have published all of our prizing, and I will go into some of that in detail. But anyway, we're going to name a super rare. First two nominations will be the bounty figures. So let's hear it, guys. Who do you want this week? I think last week was Scarlet Scarab. We went with Wong. We went with a lot of different stuff. Wong, we got a nomination for Wong. I need a second nomination for Wong, or I need another figure. Now I'm seeing everything in the HeroClix Cafe on Auxxit. I also see, now I'm broadcasting on Lucky Dice Cafe, Lucky Dice Cafe YouTube channel, and on the Rock channel, as well as my own personal page. All right, there's the second Wong. All right, so we're going to go to Wong. Wong it is. Let's hope we're not Wong tonight. Let's hope that we're right and pick the right figure. All right, here we go. This is booster number 1. Booster number 1. We started off good. So who has booster number 1? We did get the Wong in that. But you also got, this is a good booster. Who's got booster 1? Speak up, guys. Say me, 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 me. Booster number 1. It ain't Dennis. He's got 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, and 19. So who all right, well, nobody's throwing it out there. I don't know who got booster number 1. But we'll go ahead and say that you got the Wong common, and you got a Runa rare, and you got a Moon Knight common, and you got a Titania super rare, and you got a Iowa rare prime. So you got a prime and a super rare in booster number 1. And that, in my opinion, is a very, 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 very good. Don't think people have realized it yet. I think he's a meta piece. Iowa, he got nicknamed Iowa. I think somebody misspelled him, and a lot of people are now just calling him Iowa Prime. But we have, I think he could be meta. Now, I kind of know what this one is because I could tell when I picked it up, and that should be a clue as what is in this. So booster number 2. Yeah, when I picked it up and set it there, I mean, it's an obvious weight difference. I think this is the only one that you can pick up in this set that will tell you what's inside. So we have a Saracen, uncommon, what the hell is going on, guys? Wow. Okay, this is weird. All right, so I got an Amel Blonsky common. I've got a Wrecker uncommon. I've got a Saracen uncommon, and then I've got an Abomination super rare. Good, James. You heard what you won. Got Abomination super rare, and I've also got a Man Bull super rare in the same booster. So we pulled three super rares and one prime out of two boosters. That's pretty crazy. All right, now we're going to number 3. Now, all we got to do is to really go nuts here is pull a Kevin. And this, if I pull a Kevin out of this brick, then this would be the premier best brick ever, right? Maybe just for having the Kevin, much less the other stuff. All right, so now we got a tracksuit common, a Nicky Ramos uncommon, a tracksuit uncommon, a Jack Russell rare, and we got the Hulk common. That's a pretty decent sealed booster right here. It's not the best, but that's good pieces. Those are playable pieces in there. All right, now we're going to number 4. If you're on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, you can listen in and all that stuff, but we're unable to communicate back and forth. It won't work on personal Facebook. Facebook Live does not work. We can communicate back and forth through OBS on personal Facebook pages. Okay, guys, this is getting really crazy. This is oh my God. People should have tuned in tonight. All right. So who's got booster number 4? Oh my God. This is nuts. Who's got 4? I'll start and you can chime in. So in booster number 4, we got a Clinton Barton common. We have a Jack DeQuain uncommon. We have a Yelena rare. Not rare. A common. We got a Layla El Flacoy uncommon. And then we have another prime. We have an Elsa Bloodstone super rare prime. So that's 2 primes in this box, in this brick so far, and 2 super rares. And one of the primes being a super rare prime. This is pretty incredible. All right, booster number 5. 2 primes. 2 primes, 2 super rares out of 4 boosters. All right, so now we got a Runa uncommon, a tracksuit common, a Kate Bishop common, a Maya Lopez common, and a Maya Lopez rare. Again, not a bad sealed pull. I wouldn't be upset about pulling that and playing with those pieces. James, I tell you what, James, you're going to have to stop speaking up because people are going to hate you. But they're just literally going to hate you, or they're going to hate me because they're going to think this is rigged because you win too much stuff, James. You win too much of the good stuff. People are going to, if you come to the cup, they're gonna, and I'm gonna say, hey, here's James Topher. They might beat you up. They might literally beat you up. Then again, they might beat me up because it looks rigged. You're winning everything, James. Stop. Booster number 6. Congrats, James. And James doesn't win a lot of stuff, but he buys a lot of stuff, and that's to win. You got to buy. But I think he has a mixture of just because he buys so much, and also he's a little lucky. All right, so now we got a common Maya Lopez. We got an uncommon Hulk. We got a common Miss Marvel. My favorite figure probably in the set is an uncommon Mr. Mortal. And then we have a rare Clinton Barton. And again, that's a good booster pool. I mean, there's nothing, if you draw that, if you had that in a sealed event, I don't think that you would complain about it. I think it's pretty good. I know Sure, James, keep rubbing it in. I'm telling you, you're causing a riot. Stop. Quit talking about it. All right, so oh my God, now we're going to number 8, and we got another pool. We got something else. How about this? All right, so in this one, we've got a She-Hulk common, a tracksuit uncommon, a Kazi common, a Harrow uncommon, and a Porcupine super rare. So that's another super rare. So I think we've had 3 super rares and two primes, with one of the super rare, so one of the primes being a super rare. This is a really good brick. Number 7. We have one of the best rares that you can possibly pull. So we have a common Emil Blonsky. Well, I'll take that back. I thought that was rare. All right, but we have I thought this guy was a rare when I first looked at him. We have a Moon Knight common. I thought he was the rare one. We have a Valentino uncommon, a Nicky Ramos uncommon, and we have a Madison rare. Not the best pull ever. If I pulled this in a sealed, I don't think I would be overly excited about it. So it's not awful, but it's not good. So whoops, I had these backwards. So now we're going to number 9. I know, that's what I was thinking too, James. If we get a chase in this too, that's pretty crazy. Number 9, I believe Dennis has got number 9. I think he told me. Let me scroll. But yeah, he's got 9 and 10. So Dennis, if there is a chase in this brick, you're going to get it, bud. All right, so we got a Demon common, a She-Hulk common, a Baby Groot common, a Jen Walters uncommon, and a Baby Groot rare. That Baby Groot always throws me off. I think he's one of the chases, and I thought that's what was going to happen right there, and that was going to be the chase. All right, number 10. Come on, this has got to be the chase. Come on, Chase. Come on. Looks like we skipped out on the chase this go around, guys. No chase. We did get 2 primes. We can't complain too much. James certainly isn't complaining. So in this one, and these cards are all mixed up. We got a Yelena uncommon, a Leapfrog uncommon, a Mr. Knight common, a Verusa rare. We got a Trick Arrow in this one, super rare common. I don't know. It says it's common, but it's painted gold. They're really good. If you play the game and you want to use Trick Arrows, you need 3 sets. If you don't know that and you don't understand why you need 3 sets, message me and I'll tell you. But you need 3 sets of Trick Arrows if you are going to build a team and you're going to play in the meta. All right, so let's add some more stuff. The bounty pile gets bigger. The bounty pile is taking over the room. I'm worried that it might happen that you will not be able to see me. Of course, some people might say that's a good thing, but you may not be able to see me soon in the in the stream because the room and everything may be overtaken by the bounty pile. It's getting that big. All right, so we didn't do this last time, so let's add in some of this stuff. We're going to add in we're going to add in a Doctor Doom Legacy card. We're going to add in a Wizard Team Up card. I don't know if there's one in there, and I don't feel like digging through. So you might get 2 of these, and if you do, I apologize. I'm looking a little bit. I don't see another one. We're adding a Daredevil convention exclusive into this pile. And then we're going to go in there And to make sure that this is a really, 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 really big one, as long as I can find the card in a reasonable amount of time, we're going to add in another big figure. We're going to add in a modem. As long as I can find the card. Which it seems like I've had a problem finding that card before. If I can't find it on first pass, we'll flip to something else. I don't want to sit here all day. And I don't see it. So cancel that. We're going to go to something else. We're going to go to this guy. This guy sells really, really well, even now, especially when the movie came out. But we're going to go Age of Ultron. We're going to go Kang the Conqueror. Now, Kang, you get Kang and you get his bubble on that one. Where'd he go? Just saw him. There's the bubble. Now, where's Kang? Where are you, Kang? That's the bubble. The bubble comes off. Goes on and off on that guy. There he is. There's Kang. Let me take him out of there. So we got a Kang. We'll go down here into this big pile. I really gotta organize these. Even my cards are not even facing all the right way. So what happens, how I pick these is I take collections. I get collections in all the time, and I go through them, and sometimes we have a lot of a certain figure, and it doesn't mean the figure isn't valuable. Sometimes when I put them in, it just means I have so many of them. I don't keep stocking 100 of everything. I stock to a certain amount. Now this is a really good figure. It's actually, if you guys have not played with this guy, you should. This and the Prime version are really cool. So I've got a super rare out of JLU, and it's the Atom. Good Silver Age piece. Both of them are. I actually had a team I was playing with the Atom a few days ago. The Atom, with the Prime version rather. The Prime actually will follow your guy around like Despotellis used to do, and then he can make an attack after he follows you around. And I was playing with a was it a Nimrod? Yeah, I was playing with a Nimrod with a that was following around, being followed around by the Atom, or the Prime rather. All right, let's get one more. See the one I want, if I can find the card real quick. There he is. We're going to throw in a Namor. I always thought this Namor was cool. He's the one. He's from Avengers Assemble. No, he's from Nick Fury. He don't remember exactly how it works, but he produces some water terrain, which water is more important now than it used to be then. So he produces some water terrain, and he's able to move into it and stuff. And so with the rules in play now that weren't there then, where on the way the figures get bonuses in water, I think it's actually better. Here's my, well, I don't need it now. I figured it out. All right. Number 6, I'd have to go. I don't remember, Sean. I'd have to go back. We had really good pools. I don't know if 6 per se was a real good pool, but we pulled out of that brick. We pulled through three super rares and 2 primes. If you're still here at the end, Rick, I'll be more than glad. I'm sure that's your booster. I can go and I'll be more than glad to pull it back up for you and tell you what you got. I got them all marked. Okay, so the bounty figure is the same. It doesn't change. It won't change until we pull him or until we go into next week. So we are looking for a Wong, and whoever gets a Wong is going to get a bunch of stuff. because we definitely got a bunch of stuff. 11, 12, 13, 14. I didn't say you could fall down. Stand up. All right. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Now, last brick we hit really hard right off the first ones. And let's see if we start that way again. So we're going to number 11. So what did Dennis say he had? I know he had 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, and 19. So this is Dennis's. I'm wishing you luck, Dennis. I hope that I hope we pull something for you, bud. Number 11. Number 11. We have a common She-Hulk, a uncommon Valentino, a common Yelena, a common Mrs. Marvel, and then we have a rare Lucky Dice's mascot. I didn't know that. That right here is 6. I'm gonna go ahead and let Sean know what he got real quick. Sean, you got a Maya Lopez common, Hulk uncommon, Miss Marvel common, Mr. Immortal uncommon, and a Clinton Barton rare. I remember that because I love Mr. Immortal, and I mentioned that was a good sealed booster to pull. All right, we're going into number 12. Number 12. I think this is Dennis 2. And we have a Clinton Barton common, a Layla El Focoy uncommon, Clinton Barton rare, Leapfrog uncommon, and a common, what was it? A common Clinton Barton. I got too fast. Number 13. All right, come on, 13. See, what did Dennis have again? Dennis is my best friend, if you guys don't know that. And he and I'd like to see him win something. he hasn't been extremely lucky on these things, but I can't wait till Dennis and I are together again and doing one of these. We did one of these together, and I have a lot of fun when we do them together. I wished he lived here, or I lived there, and we could do this every week. He even talked about moving here, but his wife won't let him. Maya Lopez common, She-Hulk rare, Leapfrog uncommon, Wong common, Mr. Knight common. All right, Dennis, you're 14. This is number 14 coming up. You're due. Nothing's been pulled out of this set yet, so you have high probability of something being good in here. Yeah. We got our first super rare, and I think it's a good super rare. First super rare out of this brick. All right, so we got a Demon common, a Nikki Ramos uncommon, a Mr. Immortal uncommon, a Moon Knight common, and then you got a super rare Werewolf by Night. I think that's a good super rare. All right, moving on into 15. Hey, Mac L. Mac L is talking to me over on HeroClix Cafe. Mac, what happens is I run it for 6 hours. It was a 2-hour auction tonight. It ends generally around 8 o'clock. So I post all the boosters up, and then you're able to bid to them all the way to 8 o'clock. And the time gets extended if you're bidding on it, so you're not, nobody really snipes you. And then what I do is I shuffle the boosters up. We name. I have you get whatever you bid on in one. So if you win a booster, that's yours. You hope that you get something really good in it. I will open them up and show you everything that you got. And then we also have pricing. We have bounty pricing, and the bounty pricing is all sitting out here. It's quite massive right now. Every time we open up a brick, we add to it. Then we name a figure. I let you guys name a figure that and if you are lucky enough, if I pull your booster and that figure is in it, then you win all the bounty pricing. Sometimes that happens really fast. Sometimes, like now, it happens really slow. Sometimes it's back to back, but it does happen. Although people might not believe it right now because this pile is huge. So I got a Donnie Blaze rare. I've got a Red Dagger rare. I've got a Yelena uncommon. I've got a Yelena common, and I got a Emil Blonsky common. We should still have 2 super rares and a chase left in this. This one is 16. So those of you that got boosters left should be getting a little excited right now because the odds are going up that you're going to pull out something good. And by the way, Matt, if you weren't here, the figure that everybody chose was Wong. So if I pull a Wong super rare and that is their booster, then they're going to win all this stuff right here. So somebody might get pretty excited pretty soon if we pull a Wong. I think those with boosters left should be getting very excited. Okay, so right here we've got a Demon common, a Maya Lopez rare, a Runa uncommon, a Marrow uncommon, and then we've got a Trick Arrow. And again, if you guys don't know it, I'm going to probably keep repeating that. If you are playing HeroClix and you want to play the Trick Arrow, you need 3 Trick Arrows. Three Trick Arrows is into three different sets. Number 17. Okay, we have 4 boosters left. We should have 2 super rares left. Maybe a prime, maybe a chase, maybe both. But oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Somebody is about to be happy. Who has 17? Come on, guys. Who has 17? James, you better not say you. Who has 17? Come on. I'm excited for this one. Who's got 17? 17, 17, 17. Who has it? Come on. You had 16. Who has 17? Come on. Anthony, who's got 17? You can look it up. Inform me. Who has 17? Mine. All right. All right. M. Corey, you're going to be happy. You're going to be very, very happy. So you got a Valentino, uncommon. That's not the one to be happy about. You got a tracksuit. That's not the one to be happy about. You got another tracksuit, uncommon. You got a Moon Knight, common. What you do have that you're going to be excited about is you have the right Wong. You have the super rare bounty figure, and that's what you got for tonight. You got the Wong. So we finally got the bounty figure, and I'm going to very quickly go over what you won. I don't think I have any legacy cards to open up because there's no legacy cards. Usually we throw those in the pile. You've got an Orion convention exclusive, a Daredevil convention exclusive. You've got a Kane the Conqueror LE. You have a Namor super rare. you have a I don't know if you have that one or not. I need to see if that was in there. I may have. If that figure's in there, that's yours too. But I'm not sure about that one. I think that card may just fell off. You got a Red Skull, super rare. You got a Fenris, super rare. That's the rest of the King. You have a Superman release day figure. You have a Atom, super rare. Man, this is a lot of stuff. You got a Doctor Doom legacy card. You got a Goliath super rare. You got a Bill Agent of AIM LE. You got a Nimrod the Greater LE. You got a Diana Prince super rare. You got a 3D Man Prime. Whew, I'm getting out of breath. I ain't even got to the big pile yet. You have a Beast super rare. All right. You also got this nice case that I threw in. This case is, if you have a favorite figure that you like, this is produced by WizKids, and it's made to hold figures with. You got a nice display case for whatever you have that's very important to you. You got a John Cena convention exclusive. You got a Captain Avalon LE. You got a Troya LE. You got another legacy card. This is Mole Man. You got a Mole Man legacy card. You got a Foul Play is Funland mystery card. You got a Forge WKO prize. You got a tarot card. You got a Five of Swords tarot card. You got an Old Man Hawkeye convention exclusive. You got a Shadowcat convention exclusive. You got another WKO prize. This one is Impulse. And you got another convention exclusive. This one is Daredevil. I think you ended up with 2 Daredevils. So you got some trade bait for somebody. You got a Grandmaster LE. Then you got, oh my God, look at all this stuff. I'm not pulling the figures out. I'm throwing the figures back in there. I'm just going to go through the cards. There's one figure I'm not sure about. I wanted to make sure he's in there. And you may have gotten lucky because I would have not put this in there if it's in here. I don't remember putting it in here. Oh, you also got a pair of lucky dice and a pair of rock dice. They're in there also. Man, look at all this. Still digging up cards. Man, it's a lot of stuff. Oh, you do have one unopened legacy card, which you need to let me know if you want me to open it or not. It's from what's this from? This is from Spider-Man, or no? It's from Wheels. Yeah, I didn't think I had that figure in there. I didn't say anything. I had a Hellcow card that was over here to the side. I think when I was looking at stuff a little while ago, I accidentally threw it there, so I didn't think it was in here. I just wanted, if there's one in there, I was going to say you got it, but I don't see one. All right, so you got a Sinestro super rare out of Elseworlds. You got another tarot card. You got the Tower. You got the Zombie LE out of Amazing Spider-Man. You got another tarot card. You got the Hierophant. You got a Spider-Man team-up card. Man, I'm going to be here all night. You got a Colossus out of Deadpool and the X-Force. You got a Red Shift legacy card. You got an X-23 team-up card. You got a Vision out of LE out of Chaos Wars. You got the Hood Avengers Assemble super rare. You got a Professor Prime. You got a Kingpin super rare out of Avengers Defender. You got Nightwing and Batgirl LE out of I don't know if that was Streets or if that was Batman. That looks like Batman. You got an Ant-Man, which is a legacy figure. You got a Wonder Woman legacy card. You got another Spider-Man team-up card. You got Absorbing Man in a Titania. You got a Spider-Man LE. You got a Captain America Resilient Super Rare, a Challenger Super Rare, a T-Rex Team Up card, a Morgue Legacy card, a Baron Blood, Prime, a Gertrude Yorks and Old Lace Super Rare, a Punisher LE out of what was that out of? That was out of Civil War. You got a Doctor Doom out of the Storyline. You got a Black. That's a Legacy card. You got a Black Panther Team Up card. Venus de Milo Super Rare. Another. I think I might have said that already, but I don't know. No, I didn't. Kingpin Super Rare. It's a different Kingpin. And then you got the Hood. Another Professor. I think I doubled up on here. You got a Nick Fury out of Nick Fury, and you got another Wonder Woman Legacy card. Dude, I'm out of breath. I'm ready to go to bed now. I just spent all of my energy telling you everything that you won. All right. That's also a crystal. I didn't call that out, so you got that also. Let's try to put all this stuff back. Do you want me to open up the Legacy card from Wheels for you? I will open that and crack it if you want me to. If you'd rather have it sealed, perfectly fine with me. It's your choice. And guys, we still got some good stuff to pull, so don't go anywhere. We still do have the. We still have I believe a potential chase. Our prime or both that could be pulled. So there's still good stuff to be pulled. We should have one more super rare also, if the math is right. Man. Okay, so I'm gonna just put the Legacy card in here, no problem. Like I said, that's I'm out of breath now. All right, number 18. All right, number 18. Wasn't 18 Dennis's? I think it is. So, well, this is a good piece. It's the best rare I believe you can pull. Baby Groot, common. Jen Walters, uncommon. Wrecker, uncommon. Kate Bishop, common. And you got a Moon Knight rare. Again, something you would love to pull in a seal. That Moon Knight is really, really good. Okay, we're still looking for a Chase. Chase and R Prime. So he's got 19. Okay. All right, Dennis. You got a 50% chance of winning a Chase right now, if the math is right. I mean, I've also seen sometimes we don't pull chases. Sometimes they're really bad bricks. I hope that's not the case here. Okay, so you got a Clinton Barton, common, a Layla, a Foucault, uncommon, Kazi, common, a Wong, common, and a Madison rare. So if this is correct and the math is right, honestly, we should have a super rare and a chase in there. Doesn't mean it's going to happen that way, but I hope we at least got the chase. So I don't know who's got 20, but I would feel really good about my chances right now if I had 20. Yes, you should hold your breath. Yes, you should, James. You're wrong. Or you're Wong. You are Wong, James. You are Wong. Okay, so we got a Mr. Knight, common, a Baby Groot, rare. We've got a Kazi, common, and a Jack Duquan, uncommon. Who has 20, by the way? It's a Wong and Madison Chase. Whoever's got this. Who's got number 20? Who won the number 20? Oh, also, I got to go and mark. I forgot about that. It was 18. 18 was what won the bounty. Was it 18? 7? Where was the Wong at? Wong. Let's put a 17. I gotta mark that booster. 17. Okay. 17. Okay. Now I'm debating, but it's possible. I'm debating. I may next Friday, which there'll be some live there too. Not next Friday, but the Friday of of the of the Rock Cup, we'll have teams. But I may run the auction that night. I may run it live from the cafe instead of from the house. So if you're there, you'll actually be able to pick up your stuff. But I did that at the Worlds, and that was pretty cool. And I may very well do it there too. So James won the chase again, and he won the Madison and Wong chase 2 weeks in a row. So you guys can hate on James some more. People are going to be going to church on Sunday asking for forgiveness for cussing James out. Congrats, James. I don't care who wins it. You're here every week, so I'm glad to see you win stuff. Guys, that's it for me tonight. I enjoyed it. Next week, I'll have even more information. Be looking for tomorrow. I'll be checking the Rock site out tomorrow night. Pricing is going up. Everybody's been asking and wanting to know the pricing, and we've been telling them it's going to be good, but it's nice to finally be able to post the real stuff where people can see and everything. So outside of that, good night, everybody. Enjoyed it. See y'all next week.